Accenture just laid off 11,000 people citing AI. I think it's just the beginning, unfortunately. And I also don't think it's just because of AI efficiency within Accenture itself, but I actually think it's because the efficiency gains from AI in their clients. So their clients are becoming more efficient. They need Accenture less and less. That is resulting into Accenture doing these layoffs. They do warn that they are expecting additional layoffs due to AI. So I think it's really only the beginning. The whole AI layoffs has just begun. Time to start building.
Oracle has laid off 3,000 employees in a business update Zoom meeting across 5 separate regions, including the US. So this month, Oracle had a big meeting. They got everybody on, and they had employees in the US, India, the Philippines, Canada, and Europe all joined in this meeting, and thousands were abruptly informed that they're being laid off and their system access was immediately cut. This was a 20-minute meeting and it was over. Now, this is of course interesting because we have a lot of news about Oracle right now. Number one is of course that Larry Ellison is the second richest man in the world, right behind Elon Musk. Also, very importantly, that he just became the major buyer of TikTok. And now that it is a United States platform, or whatever it turns out to be after they make the changes to it. But, so these are a lot of big moves that are happening all under one umbrella. Oracle also in the news very recently because they're going to a dual CEO structure, something that I never recommend. 2 cooks in the same kitchen on the same burger patty. Never a good idea unless one cook is really good at doing all the fixing and one cook is really good at doing the burger, but then you should call them different things and one of them should be in charge. Otherwise you get this. It's never smart. It never works. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this company. Oracle's not going anywhere. This is not a big blip. This is not even a lot of employees to them, but this is part of the systemic process that we see of over 800,000 employees being laid off in the United States so far this year. You guys let me know. We're going to keep seeing more layoffs because every day I get more of these stories sent to me, and it makes me sad to see all these Americans losing their jobs. And I want to kind of know where this is going to go. I mean, is AI going to continue to truck this way? I don't want to have to continue to do content that I think is negative or sad. I usually try to make positive content, but I also like to inform people about these things and have a discussion about it so that we can all kind of try to prepare, try to find jobs in industries where it's more resistance to layoffs and try to keep everybody employed and doing well in their lives. Let me know what you think. We got more layoffs coming in 2025.
It feels like every few weeks, another tech company is announcing layoffs. And not just small startups. We're talking about giants like Microsoft, Google, TCS, and Salesforce. So, what's actually happening in the tech world this year? Let's break it down. First, the numbers are hard to ignore. By early October 2025, more than 150,000 tech workers have lost their jobs. That's thousands of people every single week. It's not just one company or one country either. This is happening across the US, Europe, and Asia. Even in places like India, major players such as Tata Consultancy Services have laid off over 12,000 employees, their largest cut ever. Now, you might be wondering, why so many layoffs, especially when technology and AI are booming? Well, the reasons are layered. A big part of it is AI and automation. Companies are realizing they can get more done with fewer people. Customer support roles, data annotation jobs, and even some middle management positions are being replaced or reduced because AI tools are stepping in. Salesforce, for example, cut about 4,000 customer service jobs, many of which are now handled by AI systems. But AI isn't the only reason. Many companies simply overhired during the pandemic when tech demand exploded. Now, with growth slowing down and investors pushing for profitability, those same companies are trimming back. Microsoft, for instance, cut around 6,000 jobs this year, many in middle management, as part of a broader cost-cutting and restructuring plan. There's also the issue of skill mismatch. The tech industry is evolving so fast that some roles are becoming outdated. TCS even said that many of the jobs they cut were due to skills misalignment. Basically, the people they had didn't match the new direction the company was going in, especially with AI integration.
Last week, Accenture announced that they're laying off 11,000 employees due to AI, both the advancements in AI making some of the skill sets that they have not necessary, and also reducing the demand for traditional consulting services. I'm choosing to view this as an opportunity because they also stated that they are hiring significantly for AI roles or roles that can be enhanced with AI. I also think it's really early days, and there's a huge opportunity for you and I to upskill and spin out our own businesses and side hustles, which is exactly what I'm doing. And obviously, I think we can all agree one thing that's true is that these hoes ain't loyal. So make sure you're learning it for yourself and figuring out a way to monetize that skill set because it is hugely valuable.
Microsoft saved $500 million through its use of AI. So why are thousands of people being laid off? Many are asking that question. And the simple answer is companies are preparing for a very different tomorrow. In the AI-powered economy, the goal isn't to do the same work but cheaper. It's to redefine what that work even is. So there's fewer people, there's no commercial incentive to maintain headcount. More output, better margins, or lower prices, or both. So yeah, from a business perspective, the layoffs make sense, but it's not the full picture. The real shift is structural. AI has huge upfront costs, training models, building infrastructure, but once that's in place, the ongoing cost to run that system is tiny compared to paying a full team of humans. And that creates a dangerous feedback loop. Replace people to improve margins, scale with fewer humans, reinvest in AI, and on repeat. Businesses are not just optimizing, they are reshaping the workforce permanently. And here's where it gets really messy. Most companies aren't building clear pathways for reskilling. They're not hiring back the same people in new and different roles. They're not slowing down their downsizing. So while the execs talk about efficiency, most workers are left wondering where they fit in a world that's automating faster than it is retraining. And this isn't just about Microsoft, honestly. They are just doing it more openly than most. This playbook is being used by every big company. The future of work, it's already here. The question is whether workers are going to be invited into it or left behind.
So, is this just bad news across the board? Not necessarily. While some jobs are disappearing, new types of jobs are being created. Roles focused on AI development, machine learning, cybersecurity, and advanced cloud infrastructure are in high demand. The problem is that not everyone being laid off has those skills, and reskilling takes time. The impact of these layoffs goes beyond just the numbers. Inside companies, morale is taking a hit. Employees who remain are often anxious, wondering if they're next. And for those laid off, it's becoming harder to find new roles because so many skilled people are all looking at the same time. Looking ahead, the big question is whether these layoffs will slow down. Some signs suggest they might. Overall layoffs across all industries in the US dropped slightly in September, but in tech, the shift toward leaner, AI-driven operations seems far from over.
Well, not much of a surprise. And I told you guys a couple days ago that I thought the start of the AI purge in big corporate was starting. And I think it has. Microsoft kicked it off today in style, Microsoft style, right? Announcing layoffs of over 9,000 people. Couple that with, I think, the 6,000 people they laid off in May. Plus, I'm sure they had some other minor layoffs in between. So they're probably closing in on 20,000 for the year. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to 25 or 30,000 layoffs by the time we get to the end of the year. The other thing I wouldn't be surprised is to see a number of these other bigger companies follow suit. It always takes one to start the process, and Microsoft did the honors this time. Fresh off their all-time high of a stock price, and it was down a little bit after announcing the layoffs, which is a change. Usually when big corporate announces layoffs, we see stock prices go up. So don't think it's going to slow down. And again, like I said, if we're at 20 plus thousand for Microsoft.
The part of the Accenture layoffs that I really want to focus on is this piece of the headline: 11,000 people laid off. The CEO says that he has exited these employees because they cannot be retrained for AI. What? I have many things to say about this. I've studied AI training in the workplace, but the absolute dangerous precedent that this sets for all subsequent layoffs and corporate restructurings and so many things around like AI and job displacement is staggering, because not only is this like wildly dehumanizing because it's treating people like hardware, like old hardware that cannot be upgraded, and let's just get something new. Number one. Number two, it's this very false dichotomy between looking at the entire employee, like labor force, as either compliant or obsolete. This is not, those are not the two categories that we should be thinking about here. And yet, that's the reason given. Whether or not it's true, my questions would be around what time, capital, and expertise have you invested into your employees' reskilling and retraining for AI? That's my question, sir. I haven't even checked if it's a sir, I just assumed. But this is just, I really worry that this is such a dangerous precedent to be set.
If you note that you are letting 11,000 people go because they cannot be reskilled for an AI world, you're actually not thinking about your overall value proposition. Consultancies exist for change management and future readiness reasoning. So if you say that you cannot get people future ready within your own organization, why would I spend millions of dollars with you as a client to then not be able to do any change management? Make that make sense.
So Accenture is going to lay off 11,000 people. And what bothered me about that article wasn't the fact that they're laying off 11,000 people. Like, they've got a P&L, they've got a board, they have to do what they're told. It's that they always try to sprinkle in advice for the white collar worker for what they can do about this, which is so gaslighting. Like, they're dangling the carrot again. You know, if you just adapt and upskill, everything's going to be okay. No, it isn't. There's no jobs. 11,000 people were laid off. It's not going to be okay until the economy gets better and there are more jobs. Like, it's okay. You can just let it go. You don't have to keep going for the carrot and being like, oh, what can I do? Should I take an AI course? No, you're fine. It's the economy. If you keep applying the jobs and everyone's rejecting you, it's going to feel like that's you. Oh, I'm not qualified enough. It has nothing to do with you. It's that there aren't enough jobs. Just let it go. It's fine. Be broke. Change industries. Start your own business. That's the only thing you can do.
The wave of tech layoffs in 2025 is more than just a series of job cuts. It's a clear sign that the industry is changing fast. As AI and automation reshape the future of work, companies are rethinking how they operate, and workers are being challenged to adapt and evolve. What do you think? Are these layoffs a necessary step toward innovation, or a warning sign of bigger problems ahead? Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Orbit Point, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest stories and deep dives. And hey, if you know someone who should hear this conversation, share this video with them too. Thanks for watching Orbit Point, where we connect the dots on the stories shaping our world. See you in the next one.